Ladies, gentlemen, and others, today, Black Guy Senpai brings to you his Thing Blaster deck profile from ARG States, Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, it's a little bit late. Yeah, it's a little bit overdue. Yeah, it's a deck profile you've probably seen before on some other channel, and this one is probably going to be very, very mundane, but I got one more thing that those deck profiles don't. Black Guy Senpai! All right, starting with my zeros. Of course, you got my main man, my road dog, Wingo Brave. And yes, he is SP, if you can't tell. We got four Margos because we need that soul and we need some powers. Oh, yes, and we need those heal triggers so we do not die. Also, we have four alt mile crits because, hey, just in case, it might be nice one day if we could get a little bit of something. Also, we have the bestest stand trigger ever. Yes, I did say bestest. Yes, you best believe it, and you know it. We have Floral Paladin Flogel. Floral Paladin Flogel is a stand crit trigger. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't believe me, just read the card text. Go ahead. Pause it, read it, love it. Next, we got our grade ones. We have the rest of the grade one blaster engine, which is Blaster Friend Barkle, who's basically a Dorant clone. Oh my goodness, we have a Dorant clone now, and it helps search out Blaster Blade, which is so good. We have Blaster Rapier Laurel. She has a resist unit. She actually came in handy this weekend. It's pretty fucking good. We have four stride nailers because we got to stride. If we don't stride, what are we gonna do, son? Then we got four perfect guards. Perfect guards because we don't want to die and we want to get some resources so we could do some more nasty things to your face. All right, let's get into the grade twos. Let's go. All right, and here we got our grade twos. We got the rest of the blasters. We have flavored light and dark pupil Lou. I don't know what his fucking name is right now. I can't even tongue tie because I'm still sick. Oh yes. And then we have for a surprise, we have Knight of Twin Sword. Knight of Twin Sword's so good. Knight of Twin Sword gets you whatever you want. You want you a blaster blade? He got you because you have a lonely ass Barkle over in the other column. You want you a blaster blade seeker because you're on Thing Saver and you don't have blaster blade on your Vanguard circle yet? Go ahead, counterblast one. Kill some shit. Or if you just want to counterblast some shit, go ahead. Go get Blaster Blade Spirit. Because he's so fucking good. He's a 10k body. Just in case you didn't ride him, because we all know that real G's go ahead and they ride Blaster Blade Spirit. So that way Aqua Force, all them other clans can't touch you. Anyway, four Blaster Blades, three Blaster Blade Seekers, one Blaster Blade Spirit, four this motherfucking goddamn Lou. This motherfucker is a real MVP in this goddamn grade 2 lineup because he just gets you what you want. And then backup MVP, Knight of Twin Sword. Oh my goodness, he's so good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the climax that you've been waiting for. We're gonna go we're straight to grade 3. I can't even talk. Oh my goodness. All right, we got our grade 3s. We have four Thing Saver Dragons. One, of course, is Legion Round. I'm working on getting the rest of them. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We have one Majesty Lord Blaster because Wingle Brave says, "Hey, I'm gonna go get him." Stride fodder. Usually, I don't have a problem with this low at threes, but wait. For those of you who've been keeping up and counting, you'll notice that I'm missing one grade, or I'm missing one card from my deck. That card is a card that came in so clutch this weekend, or that weekend, 2 weeks ago. Um, and I'm gonna go ahead and introduce it now. Gansalot. Oh my god, I've never had to ride him, but anytime that I was like, oh man, I'm on Thing Saver, but I need one more counterblast. All right, go search me out a Blaster Blade. Go call it. Oh man, Blaster Friend Barkle's right there. Let me go ahead and unflip a counterblast. Now I can just go mess your face up a little bit, and then I proceeded to go ahead and twin drive my two Thing Savers. So then it just went all poop. But who cares about that? It's the potential. It's the potential, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen in this game. It's Vanguard. All right, now. For the rest of the deck profile, we're going to go ahead and get into our strides, and then after that, I'll go ahead and give you a tournament report. We got the stride deck out. We got it all laid out nice and crisp and porcelain for you. Wait, porcelain? Isn't that made out of toilets? Are you trying to say that my deck profile's shit? What? What? Oh, hold on, fam. We're not about to go there. Let's get into this deck profile. I'm going to talk about the cards after I go ahead and show them to you. We got one Gablade, we got one Madu, we got two Religious Soul Savers, and we got four Alt Miles. All right, now, let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, to quote one of my favorite rappers, well, he used to be my favorite rapper until he started going crazy and he started messing with them, you know. Uh, blade. If he hits, he goes out to the west end and gets a best friend because once he hits, he goes out and the superior calls a grade 2. It could be Blaster Blade Seeker, Blaster Blade Spirit, Blaster Blade if you have a Barkle out. Who cares? Or a fucking Lou. Or a Lou if you need it. Anyway, or Twin Sword. Oh, well, that's your whole grade 2 lineup. Who cares? All of them are very, very useful. All of them very, very situational, but still very good. We have a Madu because he can make your striding cost essentially free as long as you're in Legion or you're on MLB. Because if you're on top of a Gansalot, and, granted, he's an SP, but still, if you're on Gansalot, you're kind of like losing in life right at that moment. Anyway, 2 religious soul savers. I know I'm gonna probably sing praises about this card, but I love this card. This card's so good. It gives plus 15 to your board anywhere. It can give it to Vanguard. It can give it to Vanguard booster as well, and then it can give it to a rear guard if that's all you got. Or if you have a column and then you have Vanguard, go ahead and give it to that. Who cares? Just plus 15 anywhere. That's at least 2 extra cards that your opponent has to dish out just so they can guard him on top of the 20k that they're gonna need. So. Whatever. Who cares? And if you just happen to have 2 blasters in soul, he gets a crit. Like seriously, come on, guys. Like seriously, come on, seriously. Next, we got the 4 alt miles. Some people are like, hey, why aren't you running 2 Saint blows? I'd rather have a board than a unit that can be perfect guarded at any point in time. I mean, sometimes you might be able to catch them off guard and get them with that crit, so you can get in that sweet, sweet booty nectar. But I'd rather at least have my units get +8 or have my unit that I call from it get +8, and then my front row just gets +3. So my Vanguard swinging for 34. Maybe if I have the crit, I'll swing for higher. Who knows? I don't know. I just like big numbers. I'm sorry. I like big numbers and I like having a board. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the tournament report. So let's. You guys want to hear about that? You guys want to hear about that? I think you do. That's why you click. That's why you click the video, right? All right. Let's do this. So tournament report time, right? That's what you guys are watching the video for. Tournament. In Swiss, I went 5-0. I went undefeated. Uh, my first round was against Deleters, which was surprisingly a difficult matchup, mainly because I bricked my first game and I lost it. Oh my god! Then game 2, I went ahead and prepared to show him my balls. I put them on the table, put them up in his face, rubbed them real good. But all jokes aside, he was actually a really good player, and the only reason I won is because I hit 2 triggers on Thing Saver when I triple Thing Savered him, and then I had one more counterblast left over for the MVP here, Floral Paladin Flogel. My round 2 was against the Ohio ARG, well, the ARG national champion, Matthew Logan Day. I played against him, and basically game 1, I cheesed him. He did 3 to pass. I hit 3 to pass with a crit in there while he was at 4 damage, and yeah. And then game 2, he won. Game 3, I just was like, I'm going to try to pressure him as much as I can, threw my hand on the board, and then we had a good game. Uh, round 3, for some reason it's escaping me right now. I didn't write this down. It was 2 weeks ago, but all I remember is I did 2-0 my opponent for round 3. Oh, my round 3 was a Shadow Paladin Blaster deck, a Diablo deck. Sorry, not Blaster, because there was only one other Blaster player in this entire tournament, and I faced him in top 8. Round 4, I played against Tachikaze. Surprisingly, the guy bricked the entire time. He got grade stuck. Game 1, and he was stuck at 1, and I had my entire Blaster engine going, and it was no chance for him. Game 2, much of the same thing as before, except he didn't get grade stuck. It's just I got advantage, and I kept hitting defensive draw triggers, and it just wasn't a good day for him. I mean, I guess I was the best part of his day because he was undefeated until then. Then round 5, the guy was like, okay, I'll scoop to you because I want to get my friends in the top 8 as well. But then I was like, you know what? I'm about to sit here and smash that PP in. We're going to play for fun. And then I did. He was playing Gears, and it was a pretty fun game. I actually enjoyed that. That was probably one of my favorite games out of the all day. And then in top 8, where I got my 1L, the one time that I couldn't lose, I lost. I went on tilt really quickly because I was playing a mirror match, and it just didn't work out too well for me. I bricked the first game I bricked. I didn't grab any blasters for some reason, even though mulliganing back 4. Because I kept the Light and Darkness Lou in my hand, so that way, well, Lou in my hand, I put back 4 and I couldn't get anything. And then game 2, it was more fair, more balanced, but I went 2 to pass, and he put it all on his Vanguard, and even despite him having a Blaster Blade and a Flogel sitting out, so yeah. Anyway, that was my deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was my tournament report. Hope you guys enjoyed that as well. So, if you liked it, please comment, rate, subscribe. If you like the way that I did my deck profiles today, go ahead and let me know. So, anyway, anything you probably would change, anything you wouldn't change, anything you want to discuss. Hey, even Royal Paladin Thing Blaster deck for G Zone for 10 more days from now. How would you guys play it? In 10 more days, I will be doing a box opening, a couple box openings of Fighters Collection 2016. So, stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys around.